Superheroes. They are the characters whom we admire from a fictional story or a movie. In most films, heroes have superpowers and wear capes. There are so many cultural narratives about heroism. In the Bible, we have biblical heroes. They are the ones who lived their lives in faith. Ordinary people chosen by God and had dedicated their lives following God's will. We who are strong ought to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. Each of us should please our neighbors for their good, to build them up. Romans chapter 15, verses 1 to 2, New International Version. This verse describes the different characteristics of heroism. Being a hero means being a helper, supporter, and a friend. In this episode, we will feature a man who is a hero himself in his own little way. He owns Heroes Hotel. Heroes Hotel offers a unique and rewarding experience for every guest. Whether you're a backpacker visiting the city for a few days, a family on vacation, or seasoned travelers on a business trip. They also believe in paying it forward, so they've created ways to give back to needy communities and make a positive impact on the country. They support and organize events like tree planting, classroom building, gift giving, and feeding projects. This man is Manuel Dela Serna, and this is his testimony.
Okay, good morning. I'm Manuel Dela Serna. They usually call me Iron Manny or DS because I'm into sports like triathlon and ultra runnings. I have 3 children, all girls, Kai Sen, Kai Kaku, and Kai Jinsei. Kai Sen and Kai Kaku are members of Philippine National Team Gymnastics, and Kai Jinsei, they're grooming her to become national team someday for fencing. My wife is Manuel Dela Serna, and she's also into running. I own Heroes Hotel. This is our family business, and we have couple of small businesses. But my wife and I are concentrating on this. That was a long time ago. Okay. Well, just like other people, I used to mess around. I mean, I drink a lot. My greatest struggle is my womanizing. But when I accepted Jesus, my life got a clear direction, clear goals on how to run it and how to plan my future. And the most important thing is with God, I was able to plan also on how to help other people. Okay, actually, I don't have sad experience with my before I accept Jesus, but because I was trained by my grandfather to attend Christian schools. Like my grandfather is a Chinese, so they're from Binondo. So we go to if you know Knox United Methodist Church. It's somewhere in Carriedo. Every Sunday, at age 10 or age 8, he will force us to go there. So at young age, I learned about Jesus, and also my father. They bring us to Sunday school on summer days. During our time, unlike now, alam mo yung pag may dala kang Bible dati, nung panahon namin, ang tawag sa'yo, oh wow, ano ka, Bibleistic movement. So, peer pressures. Like, kung dadaan ka sa, papunta mag-attend ka ng church, lahat ng madadaanan mo, parang titignan ka at they will tease you na because you're bringing Bible and you're attending church. I think that's happening 20 years ago, but now people understand more about the people who attend, the Christians actually. Okay, and for the struggle, even though I accepted Jesus as my personal Savior, almost every day, I have struggles, small ones and big ones. But the big one is when I was trying to build this hotel, because this is really capital intensive and I don't have that too much money to finish this. For 3 years, I've been praying almost every day. I go to adoration, a quiet time or adoration chapel, and then I pray for guidance. So every day there's a different situation, but every day there's an answer. Also every day, almost every day, I read the daily bread. So parang every time I read the daily bread, eksakto siya kung ano yung nangyayari at ano yung kailangan ko. So the answer is always there. So I strongly believe that reading daily bread is talking to God. Well, I have this principle that I believe in, that these two shall pass. Okay? And I always believe, because sometimes I'm misquoted as I'm ang tawag ito, mayabang or talkative, because I always, if I want something, I talk about it. Let's say, I want to build a hotel. I will tell my friends, I will build a hotel someday. If I want a new car, I will tell them, I will buy this car. Sometimes they misinterpreted me as sort of mayabang. But actually, I am conditioning myself that I am requesting it to God. Now, just like what they say in Matthew 5:16, that let your light shine upon men so that they will see your good deeds and they will praise your Father in heaven. So, well, that's my guideline. Yes, of course. There's nothing wrong about it. I think the richest man in the world, one of the richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, is a Christian too. Well, I heard this interview. How come he can give millions of tithes now that he's a billionaire? How can you give 10 million tithes in a month? Because he's giving 10%. He's religiously giving 10% of his money. Now, his answer is, when I was 5 years old, I started giving tithes. So, I'm giving 1 cent. When I was 6, 3 cents. When I was 10 cents. When I was 12, $1. Until now, he's giving millions because he's got billions. So, I don't see anything wrong for Christians to do business. In fact, if your goal is to help other people or do ministries, that would be great. For Heroes Hotel, actually, this is our retirement business. So, my goal here really is to make our corporate social responsibility really help people, and as much as possible, be directly given to them. Just like last November 30, we my Rotary Club of Makati, Magilas, with coordination of Heroes Hotel, organized run in Mount Pinatubo. So we call it Pinatubo Run, Tulong, Travel, and Takbo. So after that run, we were able to gather enough money to build a classroom for AITA children. And that's our second classroom in that area. I'm into real estate business. So I have a couple of apartments that I rent, but I have one manager who takes care of it. And I find it a little bit boring because I'm not involved. I just sit in the house and they will report it to me. Now, I think of a better way of how to get myself involved again, working again. So, and while working, the real thing that inspired me to do this is I want to inspire people to be hero in their own way, and I want to recognize people who are heroes, like not like the big-time heroes or the popular heroes, but even the small ones. I mean, the people who were able to pick somebody else's money and then they will return. A guy who helps an old lady cross the street. Kasi parang I am 50 years old now. So in my days, when I was young, pag may nakita kami matandang tumatawid, we cross on the other street to help them. And I seldom see it now. When we ride wala pang LRT noon eh. When we're in the bus and see somebody who's standing, a lady, even young or old, we let them sit. I tried to take an LRT, I think a year ago, and I saw that people don't care anymore. I mean, even if you are a girl, they will push you. So the problem here is they forget the values. So with this hotel, I am commemorating and giving inspiration for all the heroes. Not all, I mean my selected heroes, and I hope one day when people check in here and see how we do, like we have here, oh exactly, Honesty Cafe. This Honesty Cafe, you go here, you get your stuff, you get your goods, you pay in the honesty box, no one is watching you. This is a test of honesty. And I got this concept from Batanes. So I put it there. If we can do it in Batanes, we can certainly do it here in Manila. So I hope that would give inspiration. Also, for in our rooms, we put the things, individual heroes for our room. Like we have Nelson Mandela room, we have Nick Bujusik room, the one without the limb, and that is still inspired to talk about himself. He was able to inspire people. And by the way, he's a Christian too. I did this. And I'm not still very sure if this will succeed someday, but as of now, I am happy that this is finished already, and we are happy serving customers. The numbers of the clients are growing, and we're happy that we are able to do our corporate social responsibility, that's like the one I mentioned a while ago, the Pinatubo Run. And this December, I ordered 1,000 pieces of daily bread. This is also part of my ministry, to give daily bread to people I don't even know. Okay, I just put it there. You get, if you want, it's free, like that. And then sometime in January, we're preparing to give recognition to anyone that became a hero in their own way. Like we call it Hero of the Month, and it will continuously we will continuously select every month that hero. Okay, my advice to those who wants to start doing business is, well, first, they have to think about it, okay? Maybe not just once, twice, thrice, maybe 5 times. And they have to answer the questions like, well, for me, the first question that you have to answer is if you really love to do it. Okay? That's one. Number two, you do your preparation and start visualizing it. I mean, what do you mean by visualizing? You in your mind, you think that it's happening, and then you practice your brain on how to do it. But most of all, you have to pray and ask for guidance. I strongly believe that God is guiding us because if you really believe in God, you will feel, see, or He will send you a sign that nobody can see only except you. Just like me, when I built this hotel, I really prayed for 30 days because I cannot decide if I'm going to push on this or not. So, I asked for 3 signs. I said, give me this A, give me this B, give me this letter C. If you give me 2 of these, I will push doing this. So I've been praying almost every day. I read Bible, I read daily bread. And after 30 days, I noticed that the 2 signs were given. So I asked, what about the third one? And there was, I cannot see a reply. I cannot see a reply, but I went back to what I said, that if I get 2 signs, I will proceed. For me, without God, with God, everything is possible. And without God, you cannot do anything. Okay? All my buildings have a sign on the wall that says, Jesus Christ is our boss. I always make sure that I put that. Okay, I'm not saying here that I'm a saint or I don't sin. I also commit some mistakes or some sins almost every day. But if you ask for forgiveness, for me, before I go to sleep, I ask for forgiveness. And in the morning when I wake up, I say thank you. Simple things like that, I think God will help you. And you can feel it that God is helping you, especially now. Because when you're doing a business, it is not like every day you will make money. Sometimes you lose money, sometimes you make money, sometimes you have a problem. And if you do not know how to handle it, you will grow old. So my real secret here is I put everything to God. And if I have challenges, I just think that with this, I am with Jesus. Okay, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for this interview and giving me an opportunity to invite the guests to see our hotel. Our website is heroeshotel.ph. You can also call our number and book directly on our front desk. Our number is 02-251-9239. And you will be happy when you go here. You will also see the life-size statue of Iron Man, the phone booth of Superman, and you will test your honesty here at Honesty Cafe. And you will also love the rooms that we have. Like, you can choose your personal hero. If ever we have like Michael Jordan, Gandhi or Nelson Mandela and the rest of other local heroes like Bonifacio. And also, you can visit our roof deck. We have a great restaurant there, just up in the sky. And we have a bar beside it, the Superheroes Bar, Bar with No Name. I hope to see you, and I hope I give a little inspiration to those who wants to start business. All I can say is, with God, everything is possible. This is tough. Okay, for those who haven't accepted Jesus yet, okay, I think we need to, we need to do it now because life is so uncertain. And I mean, well, for me, again, I am not saying that I'm so righteous, but if Jesus is in your heart, you are assured that, as the Bible said, you are assured that you will go to heaven. I strongly believe in Bible, and I heard somebody said about the meaning of Bible. It's a basic instruction before leaving earth. So maybe you read, no, for sure you have to accept Jesus as your personal heaven if you want to have a slot in His kingdom. And if you accept Him, you will see a big difference in your life because it's not you anymore who is fighting for your challenges, but Him.
God plays a significant role in the lives of biblical heroes. God is always guiding them through tough and challenging times. He teaches them important values such as courage and strength. Biblical heroes are loyal and faithful to God. In return, God protects them and gives them many opportunities. This is how God calls us to be, to love and serve people around us. Manuel Dela Serna is an example of a modern-day superhero, and anyone can be like him. What makes a hero is not size, stature, or supernatural powers. What matters is obedience, faith, and the pursuit of excellence within the work we are called to carry out. Join us in our campaign in spreading God's goodness by sharing positive ripples. Inspire others by sharing your stories. Step up in faith and testify God's goodness. Send your stories to Ripple Effect.